now? I have a hard time knowing. There we go. Okay, we're definitely on now. All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Terran top tip tutorial. This comes from a ladder game that I played on my stream at twitch.tv/Nathanias. This is a Terran vs. Protoss game. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about defending Protoss aggression in a way that you don't die, but also scouting in a pretty serious manner. So this game takes place in Ulrena. On Ulrena, I like to do fast Widow Mine drop when I'm playing versus Protoss. Sometimes I'll do the Ghost Pepper Cheese that I have a tutorial on, but for the most part, if I play TVP on this map, I prefer to mine drop into a sort of 3 racks expand type thing, and, well, mine drop into an expand into 3 barracks. So, 14 supply depot. Ooh, look at that. 15 supply gas. And then a 16 supply barracks. So this is a standard gas first opening. We're going to go right into a factory. We're playing against a Protoss player. I have played this guy before, so maybe it's a little unfair that I'm able to read his build as well as I do in this game. But the idea is to tell you guys what I see. And, oh god, did I accidentally go back in the replay? All right. To tell you what I see. Actually, we skipped ahead. That's really weird. So, you didn't really miss anything, but... So the SCV goes across the map after the barracks is on the way. So this is how we make sure that we don't die, right? So this is a pretty straightforward map. It's very small rush distance. And, ooh, look what we scout. So he's got a gateway. He's got a second gateway halfway done. 1 gas that he's been mining. A single pylon here. And, oh my god, a second gas. And wait, there was no expansion. Okay, so there was no expansion. By the way, a bunch of people asked in my stream. This Maynard, the caster, has an E at the end of his name. This is just a different Maynard that's a cheesy Protoss, because the real Maynard, A, isn't a cheesy Protoss, and B, he isn't Protoss in general. He plays Terran. So SCV's going to come back. Seeing 2 gateways tells me I have to be a little bit concerned. There was a probe over here, so the first thing that I'm going to do to react to a build like this is I don't want to build any more depots at my wall. This might sound really weird, but a lot of Protoss players that go for 1 base aggression will try to use Stalkers in a Mothership Core or a Void Ray or an Oracle to pick units away at the ramp, destroy your wall, and then attack you. So I know this guy likes Stalkers. I don't think Adepts are going to do it for him today, so I build my bunker right here. I'm going to turn off the production tab because you guys are going to be as blind as I was playing this game about what the Protoss is doing. So you can see, I put my second depot somewhere a little safer where it could maybe block a fast prism or anything weird, and I get an engineering bay. And the reason why I get the E-bay is usually 1 base Protoss play has a very hard time killing you with just gateway units, right? You could just repair this bunker forever if your opponent was doing a 4-gate. So it's probably going to have Dark Templar or a War Prism or an Oracle or Void Rays. I'm sure you guys have seen all these builds on ladder. So what I like to do, in case you missed something in this build, you don't understand how we got here. As soon as the barracks is done, because you went gas first, you actually have enough gas to start a factory immediately. So you start the factory as soon as you have 100 gas, and I get a reactor instead of a quick starport this game because I know that building 1 marine at a time is nice, but I'm also going to do something cute in this game. I block the choke point to my opponent's base with a depot. Now, you can't do this on every map, but if you're playing on Ulrena and people attack you in the early game, this is one of those things you can do. I could have also put an engineering bay here, I think. Might have worked better since it has a lot more health. Depot has 400 health, engineering base at 750, so he has to kill this, or I have to cancel it when it gets really low on health for him to attack me on the ground. So this is great, and this also tells me that as soon as he starts attacking it, that's when I can start to prepare for him to attack me. So because I have this, and I know he can't attack me yet, I say to myself, I can afford to get this reactor. And 2 marines at a time is so much better. It only takes 2 waves of marines for a reactor to pay off, right? Because if a reactor stops you from building 2 marines, then you build those 2, then you build your next 2 faster than your 4th one would have been otherwise. So it is better to get a reactor as early as you can, if you can. So the next thing I'm going to get is, because early game detection is usually limited, and we don't oftentimes see Protoss players set themselves up with fast observers if they're going to 1 base all in you. Frankly, it doesn't make sense. They need Immortals or War Prisms or DTs or Void Rays. They need units that can kill you really fast. That's why they're doing a 1 base play. That's why they're doing these sorts of attacks. Now, he could have expanded before he made this push, but lo and behold, 2 Stalkers pushing out. He opened with the 2 gates, so I already know that he can build a lot more of these. And the Mothership Core are attacking my supply depot. So I know that I have a little bit of time. I'm going to cancel this before it's destroyed. And I know that I have a little bit of time before he gets to my base. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Widow Mine in front of my bunker, since Protoss players usually won't come with detection in the early game. And in this map, in case you guys didn't know, this little obelisk thingy here, it kind of blocks. You know, you wouldn't be able to see the indent in the ground that this Widow Mine makes that easily, depending on where you're attacking from. I suppose if you're looking here, you may not see it that well. I don't know. My point is, try to put it in a spot where it will defend your ramp from a Protoss player holding the low ground and sniping your units. So he's going to come up with his first 2 stalkers, but I've got the bunker. Obviously, he doesn't see this Widow Mine, so I get a free stalker kill here. And we're like, okay, well, we want to pressure a little bit with the Marines because it's fun to do that. And of course, also just to throw in there for any of you guys that have missed anything else, I start my starport after the reactor gets close to finishing on the barracks because I'm building a Widow Mine. After 1 Widow Mine, I get a Tech Lab because I want a Cyclone. Cyclones can pick off Warp Prisms, they can pick off Void Rays, they can pick off Oracles, Mothership Cores, Stalkers, all that jazz. An early Cyclone is great against almost any type of early aggression, especially 1 base. A Cyclone will win you games outright against certain 1 base all-ins. And I get a Missile Turret because, honestly, if he has DTs, Void Rays, or Oracles coming to my main, or Warp Prism, well, you can see, hey, this guy shoots up. He's good against all of those. And obviously, the detector part is good against Dark Templar. So, don't want to get caught with your pants down. I put 1 at the ramp. 2, just to be safe. If he were to come with a Void Ray and try to hit me from the north, he has to attack from 1 angle right here. And that allows SCVs to safely repair from this side. If SCVs are repairing here, it's easier for him to hit them from the low ground. And you'll see that in just a sec. So, what he's going to do is he drops the pylon on the bottom of my ramp. He's got the Stalker here to protect the pylon with the Mothership Core. I try to use my Marines to kill the pylon, but honestly, it's not that easy. I get some damage on the Stalker. I get some damage on the Mothership Core. But as you can see, the factory is now done. With the Tech Lab, I have my starport. So I can start getting a Liberator or a Medevac or whatever I want. In this game, I want a Medevac because I feel pretty safe. I feel like I can do this. And he is going to attack me. There's the overcharge. Sometimes in life, guys, I know you love that girl, but sometimes you just gotta let her go. This supply depot is like my first ex. I broke up with her. I felt bad about it afterwards. Tried to reconcile. Biggest mistake of my life. So I'm going to do the right thing this game. I let her go. Supply depot's gone. But I still have a bunker with Marines in it, which is way better than most relationships in StarCraft. So I start the Cyclone. I start the Medevac. And I keep building Marines. And now, okay, I saw that he was in range of this bunker. I really don't want to lose that. He loses the Stalker as well. So I start repairing. And remember, he can't actually get close to my ramp because of this little bugger, right? He's in range. If he goes anywhere on this ramp, he gets attacked. So I'm going to scan now that I've defended. And I'm like, okay, well, what does he have? What is he doing? What is he using in his base to try to kill me next? So I see, oh, a robotics facility. Okay. Oh, a Stargate, which we can see is building a Phoenix. But you can also look, if you look closely, you can see the horns of the Phoenix, so you know that it's not anything else. Yeah, you know it's not anything else. So there's my scan. I'm like, wow, guys, this is great. This is amazing. This is incredible. I can see he's still chronoing Warp Gate. He wants to be able to warp units in quickly. All right, this is all useful stuff to know. Cyclone's going to pop out. We rebuild the wall. Oh, look, he has an Oracle. Well, we already had a missile turret, and a Cyclone is done now, so we kill the Oracle pretty easily. Now, I will point out that my build was intended to be aggressive this game. If you are on a low level, maybe this is a kind of style that you would like to play on small maps like this. I personally find Ulrena is a highly aggressive map in my ladder games, so I prefer to play aggressive on this map as well. Of course, if you watch my stream or my other games, I usually don't cheese, but this is a pretty just aggressive map, right? Neither of us are going to be expanding very early on Ulrena. So now that I've defended, I'm comfortable. I have my turret. I still have the bunker. I'm not going to salvage it yet, because I don't want to risk him dropping 3 more gateways and doing some 5-gate Void Ray all-in that maybe barely kills me because I was just a little too greedy. So I like to do this, move out across the map, and behind something like this, you don't need to keep pumping out units. I get the Liberator and a Siege Tank because I personally, and you guys remember, you guys don't have to do this. I just wanted to kill this guy because, I mean, I'm a Grandmaster Terran. This guy screwed up big time. He invested a lot and didn't kill me, so I smell blood in the water. This, to me, says I can probably make this game work and just win right here. So that's kind of what I do. I don't really have too much else to say about the opening, but you guys like me going through the rest of the game with you, so I will. He has a pylon here. I recognize, okay, I can just walk around outside of its vision range, lock on with the Cyclone, and just back up. He has got a Forge. It's researching probably +1 attack because he wants to use Adepts. With +1 attack, Adepts 2-shot Marines. So, okay, we're just not going to let that be a problem. And then we just got to deal damage. I mean, in any of your own games, this could vary pretty heavily. So, I won't go into details on this. I don't really do any super fancy micro tricks. I just try to trade out and get damage done. Obviously, he has his expansion up much faster than me. He's going to keep warping in units, but I'm going to keep building units at home. And I feel like I've gotten a lot of damage done. But the most important thing is, of course, you want to avoid pylons and just kill probes whenever they get close. Focus fire probes, focus fire expensive units like Mothership Cores or Phoenix, what have you. But yeah, there's really not too much else to say for this game. I break some SCVs to repair my siege tank, and I guess I'll just let you guys watch what happens from my perspective in this game. This is sort of what I'm doing behind this. I'm going to get up to 3 barracks. Maybe that's a little too fast. I'm going to build a command center. I'm going to get everything else that I need, really. So these will be able to start my tech labs on, get STEM, this so I can expand. Because I already know I feel like I'm going to do damage. Liberator is going to cover the one area I want to move my units to. Of course, this makes it hard for him to evacuate his probes. And then I just kind of kill everything. And that's pretty much it. Use the medevac to move the tank forward. Use the SCV to protect my forces. And then just slowly push your way up. Remember to be patient. You've got a better army than this guy. In this game, I'm pretty much impossible for me to lose unless I unless I walked into 2 pylons that got overcharged and lost everything in an instant. But that doesn't happen in this game. He doesn't even have a Mothership Core right now, so I can see he's just trying to get a couple units out to defend. It's not gonna work. And then I just kill him. There you guys go. Boom, boom. Chitty, chitty, bang, bang. And GG. Hopefully you guys found the information here useful. Of course, you can do a Reaper expand on a bigger map and then follow up with a factory and a reactor and just try to defend. And it will be very similar to this. Except, of course, if you hold and you're on 2 bases, you've pretty much already won the game. Hopefully you guys like this. Please make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you want me to make more videos. My current goal is to get to 10,000 YouTube subs because it will make me feel like this is actually worth doing. And, of course, this is all made possible by my awesome subscribers on twitch.tv. If you'd like to watch me play live, you can follow me on twitch.tv/Nathanias, and you can subscribe to get instant access to all of my latter VODs as well. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll see you next time.